We're getting ready. Sorry about the green screen in the back. We're getting ready to shoot some videos for the ministry. I think for social media and some stuff for YouTube. But I was thinking about Jerry Savelle, and I was actually thinking about him last night at the service we had. We've been having Marcus Wick at the church in Port St. Lucie, and it's been awesome. But yesterday, for those of you who don't know, Jerry Savelle passed away. And I was thinking about how grateful I am for his life and ministry and how he changed my life. Years ago, when I'd never been to a believers convention before, and I'd actually gone to hear Brother Jerry. I think it was in um, Georgia, if I remember right. And he was doing like kind of like a tour, and so I went to two different cities to listen to him, and ended up talking to him. And he actually invited me to a believers convention, and told me he'd get me seats. And I didn't realize that was a big thing, but it was. And then that was when I went to that meeting that first time, and I was sitting in the congregation. That's actually when I found out that Kenneth Copeland Ministries would allow you to volunteer and that you could help. And since I'd gotten saved under Brother Copeland's ministry, that was like that was a really cool thing. And so it was actually the next year that I started volunteering. But Brother Jerry is the one that actually was the one that was kind of instrumental in that, inviting me to go there, got seats and stuff. It was really cool. And then later on, he and Brother Jesse were doing these Catch the Spirit of Revivals, and so they just started they just started it, and I ended up helping coordinate some of those meetings, the ushers, security, stuff like that, and did it for a year. And so I got to hang out with them and driving and things, and they both he and Jesse were always a tremendous blessing to me. But being able to sit and listen to his teaching and things, it really had an impact on me. And then later, um, my when my ex-wife left and I wasn't sure what to do, Brother Jerry invited me to fly out to Fort Worth, and I actually spent 2 days with him. And he counseled me, ministered to me, and corrected me of the stuff that I had been done that was stupid. And so, I mean, it really, really helped me. And then later, he ended up coming to the church several times, actually. He'd given me a tiny motorcycle. I'd forgotten about this until Rose reminded me last night. And he and I were riding it out. It looked like a kid's motorcycle, and it might have been, but that thing was a hot rod, and it would fly. And he and I were out in the, we were out riding it around, and it was really neat. And that was a blessing to me. And he gave that to me, and it really, um, that was just a blessing. And then I remember when John Ruiz was fighting Roy Jones Jr., who was my favorite boxer and one of Brother Jerry's favorite boxers. And I think we were in Daytona, and we put it, I'd gotten a projector and put it up on a wall. And he and I were watching when Roy Jones Jr. defeated John Ruiz for the heavyweight championship, and we were shouting and things. And then, he looked at me and he said, "I thought I was into boxing, but man, you're dangerous." So it was a neat time. And then the last thing I can remember when I saw Brother Jerry would have been, I believe it was in Australia, and I was driving him, and I'd been driving him for a couple of days, and we were on this. The event was one of those things where uh, I forget how many, a couple thousand people, I think, at the meeting, if I remember right. I might not, but we were driving, and so I'm driving him, and I'd been taking it nice and slow, really methodical, executive protection driving and stuff. But little by little, we kept speeding up, and there was these. You'd go in like a circle to go up to the top, and then you'd break out into this large parking lot, and that was actually behind the convention center. But you were kind of up on top of a building. Well, we were going, and I kept doing it faster and faster, and he was like, "Hey, let's see how fast you can take this thing." And then one day there was another car. If I remember this right, there was another car, might have been a Porsche or something. He says, "You're not going to let that guy beat you up the ramp, are you?" And so we came up. His security guy, Tony, was in the back, and we came flying up that thing. We almost jumped at the top of the deal. And the last day when he was leaving, he said, "I just wanted to thank you." He says, "But next time, if I know you're driving me, I'm going to bring a helmet. Let's see what this thing can really do." And so it was a fun time. But him teaching me, and I remember his teaching on discipleship and about um, there was some messages that he had preached that were for ministers that were fundamental in my understanding of ministerial ethics. And some of the things he talked about, the discipline that was required for ministry if you wanted to have longevity. And so I'm one of the lives that he changed. And so I just wanted to honor him today, and he will be missed. And I am extremely grateful for his life and ministry and everything that we do at KOM. He has a part of wherever it is in the world, because his life and ministry changed my life and ministry. And so I'm eternally grateful. And so we're going to be praying for the family, and we're praying for Brother Copeland as well. It's hard to lose a friend that you've known for that long. But I love you guys. I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I wanted to honor him and talk. His correction of me, and several different times, really helped me uh, to be a better man and to be a better husband and to be a better minister. And so I honor him today. So I just wanted to take this time just to honor him. I love you guys. I've got to get back to taping, but know that we love you guys, and thank you for sharing this personal moment with me. Talk to y'all soon. Remember, Jesus is risen. Victory.